Hello, dearies. This is Ms. Medina, and we're going to continue the notes. Previously, we talked about what a polynomial was and what a polynomial wasn't. Standard form. Standard form, polynomial in standard form means that the terms, the ones that are separated by pluses and minuses, are arranged in decreasing order from the largest exponent, or shall we say from the largest degree, to the smallest exponent. Shall we cross that out and say degree? Degree is going to be the sum of all exponents of the variables in the term in the polynomial. Wow, I think I just messed it up instead of trying to make that better. Degree, the sum of all the exponents of the variables in the terms of a polynomial. The largest, it's going to be the largest. I think it's going to be better if I just do the examples. So it's to rewrite each polynomial in standard form. Okay. Then identify the degree of the polynomial. Okay, so here's one thing, here's the other. In order to arrange the polynomial in standard form, we need to identify the degree of all the terms. Right? So in order to do this part, we need to identify the degree of all terms. Right? We're not even on the second part. So let me zoom in. All right, so we need to rewrite, we need to identify the degree of this polynomial. So when I look at this one, something's in the way, I see one term, second term, and third term. Now we need to identify the degree. The degree is the sum of all the exponents in the term. So I see 5x, x is the single variable, and what's the exponent here? The exponent is an understood 1, so the degree here is 1. Negative 6x squared, x the variable, 2 is the exponent, and that's the only one, so the degree is 2. And negative 4 is a constant, so the degree is 0. So standard form is going to be writing these from the highest degree to the lowest degree. So that means this one is going to go first, negative 6x squared. Okay, check. Then degree 1 is going to go next. 5x, and 5x is, you can't just write 5x, okay? You got to do plus, this is a separate term. 5x, and then lastly the constant, minus 4. There, from highest degree to lowest degree, negative 6x squared plus 5x minus 4. So this is the more proper way of writing the polynomial. And what is the degree? Well, which one is the highest degree? Of all, out of the 3 terms, this middle term has, you don't add up the degrees of all the terms. You just take the degree of the highest, you take the term with the highest degree. That's the one that dictates the degree for the whole thing. So since this one is the highest, that means the degree for the polynomial is going to be 2. Okay? So the term with the highest degree wins. That's the degree of the polynomial. Oh, that was much better. All right, so when looking at this one, we have negative 7x. We have 8x squared. We have negative 2. Do I have enough highlighters? Here we go. Negative 8x squared. All right, so first lesson. The first thing you need to do is you need to simplify your polynomial. And simplifying means that we're going to combine like terms. So which ones are like terms? Like terms are going to be the ones that have the same number of variables, the same type of variables, right? And you check that the exponent tells you that they have the same amount of each variable. So I have a negative 7x and 8x squared minus 2 and a negative 8x squared. So the blue one and the orange one both have a x variable raised to the second power. So I need to combine these. So in my mind, I'm thinking I have a positive 8. I'm looking at the coefficients, right? Positive 8 and I have a negative 8. Oh, wait a minute. Don't they cancel? Yes, they do. So actually, I don't have these terms anymore because we can cancel them. And really, we're just left with those two. All right, so now that we're done simplifying, now we need to identify the degree of each term. Okay. Negative 7x, x is the variable, and what is the exponent? 1. So the degree here is 1. Negative 2 is a constant, so the degree is 0. All right, so we're going to write this from the highest. Standard form means from the highest degree to the lowest degree. So negative 7x minus 2 would be the standard form. And the degree of the polynomial, there's a difference between the degree of the term and the degree of the polynomial, okay? So the degree of the polynomial is going to be the term with the highest degree wins. And the term with the highest degree is the yellow one, degree 1. So the degree of the polynomial is degree 1. Is there another example? Yes, there is. Ready. Oof. All right, what did we learn in the middle example? In the middle example, we learned that we need to simplify first. Okay? Before we start organizing this, we need to simplify first, and that means combining all like terms. Woo! Lordy Lord, look at this. Parentheses, that means something is going to get distributed. Distributive property is also in these notes. Okay. Wow, another set of parentheses. Y'all see? That means that that negative 4 is also going to get distributed. Notice how I said negative 4. Yes, that sign comes. Whoa, 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 whoa. Well, oh, I'm so sorry. Here I was so excited about the distributive property. But yes, technically we're multiplying. Okay? All right, let's do this one step at a time. 6 times x. 6 times negative 1. All right, done. Now, negative 4 times 3x squared. So negative 4 times 3 is negative 12. So it's be negative 12x squared and negative x squared. Are we done? No, we're done distributing, getting rid of the parentheses, but now like terms. Do you see any like terms? And yes, yes I do. This term and this term both have an x raised to the second power, right? All right, so what's the coefficient on that first term? It's a negative 12. What's the coefficient on that other term? Is a negative 1. Combine them, right? Negative 13. All right, so here we go. 6x minus 6 minus 13x squared. Okay, done simplifying. So now we need to identify degree of each term. Hold on. How many terms do we have? All right, here we go. We have 1 term, 2 terms, 3 terms. Clear? All right, degree of the yellow one, 6x raised to the first power, so the degree is 1. I don't have anywhere to write it. Oh, this is so sad. All right, -6 is a constant, so it has a degree of 0. -13x squared, x is the variable, power 2, so this one has a degree of 2. All right, and to write it in standard form, we go from the highest degree to the lowest degree, so we start with the pink one or purple one, whichever color pops up, minus 13x squared. The 6x, we can't just write 6x, guys, that's awkward. So it's a positive 6x, so that means plus, and then minus 6. Yay, standard form. All right, the degree of the polynomial, of the whole thing. Well, out of the 3 terms, which one has the highest degree? Right here. So that means the degree of the whole thing is considered to be 2. All right, let me make sure there's no more, right? All right, this is it. Standard form, degree. Rewatch the video. You must know how to do this.